Good morning. Hello, Tammy Cinematic Skeins. This is the Rhinebeck episode, mostly because I woke up really early and I feel normal. So let's see. I got home Monday morning, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 3 days this time. Maryland Sheep and Wool was 2 days, so Rhinebeck was 3 days of recovery. All right. So it's almost like 1 day of recovery for 1 day of interaction with folks. Because, let's see, got there Thursday, hung out with people. Friday, lots of people. Saturday, too many people. And then Sunday, I was all by myself. So, yes, each day requires a full day of recovery. But I feel better now. My voice is still kind of messed up, but that's okay. It's going to be a little bit. And also, I'm allergic to Texas, as we've discussed. So, as soon as I got home, my allergies kicked in. Like, freaking Texas, man. I need to leave. Breathed fine, had no headaches the entire time I was in New York. I felt great. Now I feel like crap. And yeah, Texas. I need to move. You guys, I need to move. Like, East Coast. I know I want to go to the West Coast. East Coast is more affordable and I'm familiar with things. And now I've been to a part of New York that I would love to live in. Except the reception. Oh my God. I thought I was going to die. Like, it's not like getting lost in like rural Texas and I literally think somebody's going to shoot me. It was, I'm going to starve to death. Because my GPS cut out and I had no reception and I was in the middle of a place I was unfamiliar with in the woods, kind of thing. Like, I am not a survivalist. I will not eat bugs. I know, like, maybe if I'm starving, my brain might change and be like, you know, you gotta do it. But I honestly think I would just die. I would go cannibal before I went bug. Is that messed up? I'm just saying. Because, you know, in anatomy class, one of the reasons I was weirded out by the cadaver was because, like, people look like chicken on the inside. But my friend Stern says that people taste like pork. It's not the same. And honestly, knowing Stern, he might know. That's wrong. I didn't say that. Good morning. See, I'm me again. Okay. It's the Rhinebeck Hall. All right. Look, I'm not kidding. Did some damage. And if you guys aren't on my Instagram, you probably haven't seen the little clip I put in. I'm on a spending freeze. So, subscriptions aside, because I did rejoin row 1, but I'm gonna unjoin Farmer's Daughter. Mostly because, you know, it was kind of like the, what's that club I was in? The Savvy Skeins Club, where it's like I liked some of them, but mostly wasn't into most of them. And the same thing with Yarnable. Like, I like some of the colorways, but most of the colorways weren't my taste because they're too bright. It's like that. So I feel like even though I want to support, I need a financial break because I have no self-control. And most of the skeins I end up putting in my giveaway bin because I don't think I'm going to use them. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, before I do, I got stuff laid out. Y'all don't understand. I have a whole table laid out of like cards and like things I was handed. And I honestly, forgive me, you guys. I might forget people or mispronounce names or mix them up because that's what I do. I don't have the best memory. So, for random things, I don't know. Some things stay in there, but some things are just like people's names, gone. I'll recognize your face. I'll know that I've seen you before. I might not remember exactly where or when, but I know you. You know what I mean? Also, for Rhinebeck, I recognized so many people but I did not go up to them and say hello. Like, there were so many people, and like I keep seeing everybody's pictures and things, and I kind of have a little bit of FOMO about that. Like, I wish I had taken pictures with all the people I recognized that I knew that were also like podcasters or something, or designers or something. And then I had one person I met and I was like, man, she was really nice. And then I got home and I actually took a look at the stuff that she gave me, and I realized that I actually know her. Like, I know her designs. I own some of her patterns. And I was like, I should have talked to her for longer. Memories, man. Memories. The brain is just, okay. But anyway, what I was going to say is, before I get into the Rhinebeck stuff, let's look at our October Advent stuff. Hi, Theodore. All right. So, Yarnaceous, Once Upon a Dino Dreary. October 20th. It's the 20th, yes. Come out. Ooh, yay. You guys know I love it when it's blue. There we go. And yesterday I tried turning the camera around to do the thing where, so it would like focus on things, because if you turn it the other side, not the selfie side, it does focus. But it went blurry on me, as you guys saw in that video. And because I can't see myself in it, I don't know, like I didn't know that it had gone blurry, so I had to cut like 5 minutes out of my chit chat, which was fine because I wasn't talking about anything. But because it did that and I couldn't tell it was doing it, I'm not going to use that feature. What I might do is find like a stand mirror and put it behind the phone so then I can see. Or does it do that? No, it doesn't. Does it? Yeah, it does. So maybe I'll put a mirror like behind the phone so I can see myself on it and see if things go. I don't know. It sounds stupid complicated, and we've been going along just fine like this, so I might just leave it as is. Whatever. All right, vampire one. Oh, you have grass in your face. Come here. Let me get it out. Ugh, don't want that to stab you in the eye. Good boy. All right. This is the Haverland. It's fun to be a vampire. Bless you, Bubbas. Oh, you know what? This looks like... Do you guys remember I bought that one skein of yellow speckled yarn, and I was like, this looks super cool, even though it's yellow. Same thing. This looks very similar to that. Let's see which movie this is. Does Elvis talk to you? Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I recognize that one. See, and yesterday's one was 30 Days of Night, and I have seen that movie a couple of times, but it didn't click. This one clicked. Okay, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Background story. I don't like Sarah Michelle Gellar. I don't understand. Like, when she first like came onto the scene, and everybody's like, oh my god, she's fantastic. I couldn't stand her. I don't know if it's because like she looks like a deer in headlights. I don't know. No offense, Sarah Michelle Gellar, but you look like a deer stuck in headlights. But anyway, I couldn't get into her, so I have never watched Buffy. But the Buffy movie with Luke Perry, I watched the crap out of that. I love that movie. So yes, this is beautiful. Okay, oh wait, I was putting them back in their bags. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet. Okay, that's Advent stuff. Where did I put the other one? Just that fast. There. Okay, more coffee. Gotta moisturize the throat. And I do have some regular Tammy acquisitions, but I'll wait until the next episode to show those, because I have so much to show you from Rhinebeck, and I don't want to talk forever because it's going to take a while to get through them, you guys. You saw the bid, but I do have to work, so I want to get this done before work starts. In fact, Alexa, set alarm for 7:45.
Alarm set for 7:45 a.m.
Okay, here we go. You ready? I don't even know what to start with. Should I start with a tray of things? I have a tray of things. Are all of them over there? I don't think they are. All right, first person I met was Caroline. I think it's Caroline. Is it Caroline or Caroline? I don't remember. I'm so sorry. She's the first person I met, recognized me. I had just entered the fairgrounds and I heard my name. She's like, Tammy. And I was like, what's going on? But I met my first person. So we got to talking. She answered the question that I asked for the sock set. So she got the sock set. Like the first person I saw that knew me got the sock set, you guys. I will say this though. I did have had two people total come up to me, and I kind of regretted. Originally, I was going to bring two sock sets because I have another colorway that I, dyed that I thought would be a pretty sock set. And I was going to bring two just in case. And I wish I had, because I literally had two people answer the question and they both answered it differently, which I kind of loved. Some people, purists, would say Master Blaster runs Bartertown. Because, yes. But Caroline, or Carolyn, whichever it is, said Auntie Entity. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Because you know what? Tina Turner is the bomb. I love her in that movie. And for like 20 years, I said I was going to dress up as her one Halloween because I was obsessed with Tina Turner. To the point where I don't know why none of the adults said anything, but when that song Private Dancer came out, I was like, Private Dancer, dancer for money. And I was like, little. And nobody said nothing. As an adult, I listened to that song and was like, what the hell, y'all? Singing about dancing in a strip club? What? It's a child. Why didn't y'all say something? Anyway, I love Tina Turner. Love her. Love her. I just watched the Bond music documentary, and I love Billie Eilish. I've said this. I love her voice. She's got a great voice. Why did that documentary feature her so much? Like, it was just a little blip with the Tina Turner song, and I was offended. I like Billie Eilish, but I really like the Tina Turner GoldenEye song. I love that song, and I don't understand why they didn't focus on Tina. But anyway, back to the thing. Rhinebeck rambling. See, I'm me. So Tina Turner. So yeah, she answered Auntie Entity, and I think she said she had to look it up because she wasn't sure, and that bothers me. Watch that movie. It's fun. It's fun. I know I have a lot of friends that are, the people that are just like, they read comic books and like they've read all the Star Wars books, and then like they know the stuff in the Star Wars movies that nobody else that hasn't read the books knows, and they're like, this is wrong, blah, blah, blah. I'm not that person. But they annoy me sometimes. Like, it's cool you have all that background knowledge, because I'm like that with movies, but if it's not part of the movie, like, series, and it's like a whole separate book thing, the regular person isn't going to know that something's wrong or be offended by it, whatever. Anyway, so Mad Max is a graphic novel, I believe. I think I'm thinking of this right. Mad Max was a graphic novel before it was a movie, I think. You can comment below if you need to correct me. Go for it. But most people that are into the Mad Max series love the first one, like the second one a lot, and Fury Road. I love Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. You know why? Because I was a little when it came out. Okay? So that caught my attention. There's kids in it. There's a monkey. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. It's entertaining. Tina Turner's in it. That's all I have to say. Tina Turner's in it. Anyway, I am taking so long for this one thing. What is it? 15 minutes? Oh my God. Anyway, Auntie Entity was an acceptable answer. But she also gave me stitch markers. And they're super cute. So I got some with like little pearls and stuff on them. And there's stars. Stars in there. And there's some words. There's dream and believe. And what's this other one? Love. And this one's super pretty too. So yeah, she gave me like a little bag of stitch markers, which I thought was really nice. Put those in there. Okay. And then I met, I want to say it's Marin. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. But do you guys remember, if you've been here for a bit, if you're new, welcome. This is me. I do this. I say that every episode. Do you guys remember that quilt, the knit quilt I wanted to make? And I was like, this design is over my head. I can't do this right now. That quilt, it was in my Make 9 that I totally haven't done any of. It was her. It was her. And if you're in the Texas area and you've been to West 7th Wool, that papillon shop, the shawl with this, all the colors, the rainbowy colors and stuff, it's her. I did not realize that when I met her. Let's see, is it on here? Look, Quinn's quilt. That, remember that? I met her. And she posted my, like she and her sister took a picture with me and posted. Did that? Okay. Sorry, my regular alarm went off. I apparently only have 15 minutes to get through this. I might have to take a break and go get my laptop because I'm gonna do this today. Anyway, is the papillon shawl on here? I don't see it. But anyway, if you're local and you've been to West 7th Wool and you saw that shawl, that was her. But her sister and her took a picture of me and she put it on Instagram and she mentioned my website and said like she liked my yarn. Oh my God. Okay, so that was that. Yes, that was cool. I saw Nitty Witch a bunch, but I did not talk to her until like Saturday night. I kept I've been watching her since she first started podcasting, and I was like, I want to say hi to her. I want to say hi to her, and I just refused to go over. And I even told Chevis, I was like, I want to say hi. I want to ask her about her dog, and she's like, just do it. And I was like, no. But I finally did. I was like, how's the puppy? And yeah, finally talked to her, and she gave stitch markers too. There's bells. Okay. And I met Teresa, Pretty Twisted Yarns. I've met her on was it Zoom? Were we on Zoom? I think we were on a Zoom thing. But yeah, Teresa. Let's see. Tania of the Breakfast Club podcast. I think it's called The Breakfast Club. If I'm wrong, I'll put it here. My brain. Saw her again. She's also Texas, so yes. But I also saw her at DFW, so we met in person. We've met in person again. Let's see who else I don't remember who gave me this. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. I don't remember who gave me this. I don't know if it was Marin or somebody else. It's a stitch marker with the arch on it. I don't remember who gave it to me. If it was you, let me know who you are, and because I can't brain. Let's see, and Mary gave me a pen. She gave me a sticker too, but I don't see it over here, so I must have put it in a different bag. I thought I pulled everything out. Maybe I didn't. Did I leave it in here? Hi, Theodore. I don't know where I put it. I think it's inside of a magazine or something because I tried not to bend any of the stickers. Okay, I think that's it for the random stuff. So, no. The ladies from Ritual Dyes Farmer Daughter Fibers gave me this sweet sticker. Love it. They were at Woolen Folk, but I did not stop by their booth because there were too many people. Twin Mountain Handcrafts was also at Woolen Folk. I got another Knit Fast Dye Warm pin. I say another, the other one isn't theirs, but it's an enamel pin, but this one's made of wood and I thought it was pretty, so I bought it. And I got these really pretty autumnal leaf stitch markers. They're that rainbow stuff, which I was thinking of getting stitch markers made out of. Plies and Hellhounds, I think it was. I got yarn. I'm going to show the yarn in a minute. And I got this Salt and Timber pin. I did not buy the Salt and Timber book because there were not... For me to buy like a pattern book, I need more than a couple of patterns to grab me. Like I need it to be like at least half I would be interested in making. So yeah, I did not buy the book. Let's see. I think that'll do. Okay, so let me show you what I bought that I went there for. I got a Lazy Kate from Dreaming Robots. They make the e-spinner that I have, that is it the Eel 6.0? Whatever it's called. But anyway, Dreaming Robots. But this is one of the things that I said I was going to buy when I went to Rhinebeck. So it's just a Lazy Kate. So whenever I figure out what I'm doing with spinning, if I ever figure out what I'm doing, I can ply things together. So bought that. It was really cheap. It was like 20 bucks. So that was one of the things I went for. The other thing I went for was Yarnaceous. Where did I put them? I got a shirt. And this has the same thing on it. It's Woolen Folk and Dinosaurs. Or Yarnosaurs, sorry. Woolen Folk and Yarnosaurs. And then I got this bumper sticker, Fueled by Dinosaurs and Yarn. Okay. And I'll turn the bin around so I can see. Got some yarn too, because of course I did. Just gotta find it. There it is. Ugh. All right, I got the colorway. What did she call it? That was on here. This is the Woolen Folk and Yarnosaurs. Woolen Folk and Dinosaurs. That's why it was in my head that way. This is the colorway for Woolen Folk. And because of Maggie's dye style, it'll pair well with the yarn that I have already. So yes, got that on Salsa Fingering. And I got to meet Maggie. Finally, I got to meet Maggie from Yarnaceous, and she's very nice. Yay. So that was on the bucket list. The Yarny bucket list. And then I got this colorway. This is the Sound of Stomping. And I got this specifically to go with the, I think I showed you guys my last Yarnaceous, one of the sock sets. I think it was the first sock set from the Socktober countdown will pair really well with this. So I got this, and then I think I have another of the monthly colorways that's in the green family that'll look good with it. So I'm thinking of doing like a fade kind of thing. Yes. The other person I went to Woolen Folk for was Ro from Home Row Fiber Co. Because I love her. If y'all weren't aware, I love everything that she does. I love everything that she does. She's one of my favorites. So between like Yarnaceous and Ro, like Maggie and Ro are like my peeps. So I didn't buy everything at Woolen Folk because Rose sent out an email right before that says like, if you can't make it to the festival, this is all the stuff I'm gonna have. So I bought a bunch of it online. And I also had pre-ordered her Dre bag. So when she ships my Dre bag, all of that stuff's gonna come with it. So I kind of bought more for the Woolen Folk thing than I brought home. So if that makes sense, because I pre-ordered it, so it's got to ship to me. But even though I pre-ordered stuff, I had to stop by the booth because I saw Heather of Yarn Cantations. She had a Home Row Fiber Co shirt, but it's got the hands on it that I like so much that I want to get tattooed. And I was hoping I would see that shirt there maybe, but it's more the newer shirts, so denied. But I got another zipper pouch. Moon phases. And I got a Familiars bag. Isn't it cute? Okay. All right. Is that it for Woolen Folk? No. Then I met the ladies of 3 Irish Girls. I got a free stitch marker. It's a witch's hat. You guys can kind of see it. There you go. The witch's hat. And I bought some yarn. So soft. This is the Superior Shores on the Adorn Luxe colorway, which is 8515 nylon. And this one is Kathmandu. And I thought they would look really pretty together. Isn't that pretty? So I had those. Is that it for Woolen Folk? No. Dragon Horde yarn. And also, met Tristan. Did I say, hi, I love you, you're awesome, you make really cool stuff? No. I was just like, hey. And she did ask me if I'm planning to fade the colorways that I bought. And you know, I think I am. Stay. And I met her mom. Okay, so this is Yarn Cafe Creations, and this is the Espresso Martini colorway, and I just thought it was really pretty. I love that you're enjoying that bone right now, but it's real loud. My alarm's gonna go off any minute now. And then Dragon Horde yarns, I got Not All Witches Live in Salem and Thorin. Don't they look good together? Look at that. And of course, I have plenty of dark colorways, so I know I can fade these into something. I'm thinking of maybe doing the, is it Andrea Mowry, the fade, either the sweater or the cardi, I don't know. Maybe the cardi. I still need to make a cardigan. Is that it for her? Yes. I think that's it for Woolen Folk. Thinking about it. Yes, that's all I bought at Woolen Folk. Cake Palooza. Cake Palooza, I went to Destination Yarn, even though where's the other one? Went there while they were here because they were at DFW Fiber Fest, but I went to pick up a colorway. That's not it. I thought I bought 3 skeins there. I did. Where's the third one? Hang on. There were 3. Is that it? There it is. All right. One I'm not going to show you. Because it's the same skein that I bought at DFW Fiberfest, but I sent it to someone as part of a holiday advent full skein. So I'm not going to show that now because I don't want them to see what it looks like yet. Although I could have just shown it and not mentioned that that's what they got, but whatever. So I'm not going to show that one. But it looks, if you know the types of colorways that I like, you'll know what it looks like. So it's fine. Anyway, then I got Fall at the Lake. And then I got their Cake Palooza colorway, which was a riff off of Fall at the Lake. And it's Fall at the Cake. So it's just got more pink in it. Thought it was cool. Bought it. Anyway. Then I met this super rad person. Sophie Delphina Collective. I have been stalking her her Etsy. Is it on Etsy? It's not a regular website. I think it's Etsy. She might have a regular website, but I've been stalking her on Etsy. But I bought some of her bags. She was super nice too. This is what got me to the booth. Isn't it cute? So cute. And, you know, fancy. Alexa, stop alarm. I'm gonna have to go get my laptop in a minute. And it's got a zipper pocket on the inside, and it's really pretty. And then while I was looking at that, I spotted this one in the back. It's got knitting needles. And look at the stitching. It's rainbow stitching. Isn't that cool? Again, same bag, so it's got zipper on the inside. But look at the cool fabric on the inside, if I can pull it out. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Bought these. I was gonna buy another bag, but I only had cash. I mentioned on my Instagram, but originally I took cash out and said that was all I was gonna spend for this trip. And then I ended up using my credit card for the rest of the trip. So when I went to Cake Palooza was where I spent all the cash. Everything else was bought on my credit card, which is why I'm on a spending freeze. Y'all don't need to know all that, but whatever. I'm an open, honest person. Yes. Oh, how did I forget this? I got this at Destination Yarn too. I had to. Knitters never say die. Where is it? Never say die. and if you were on the make along I did, I sent out stickers that say Yarnies never say die, but it's like die like dying yarn. So this was so up my alley. I had to buy it. I don't know what I'm using it for, but I had to buy it. But anyway. And then I met Urban Girl Yarns. And I didn't buy any more yarn at Cake Palooza, but I bought a t-shirt. So I got an Urban Girl Yarns t-shirt. She was really nice too. She was also an introvert, and this was a lot of peopling. Let's see. Cake Palooza. Oh, hang on. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 7:47 a.m.
Okay. I might be able to knock this out. Let's see. We'll see. Indie Untangled. Because you guys, I went to all the things. So, because I figure I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this again. So while I can, I'm going to go to all the things just so I can say I've done it. So, yes. Indie Untangled. Lamb strings yarn. Can I tell you I wanted to buy every single colorway they had? Every single one. It was dark and moody and wonderful, and some of them had movie names. And the people that ran it, like the dude had like the mohawk thing going on, and And the lady that was with him, I don't know if it was his wife or his friend, I don't know, whatever. She was super awesome, and she was wearing a nurtured sweater, and now I want to make a nurtured sweater because the yarn she used was all dark and spooky. And then the sweater that she had on her display was this really awesome cabled sweater, and I was like, I want to make that. And I bought the book. Well, I ordered the book after I got back to the hotel, so I just need to go pick it up. But because I ordered it from one of the local yarn shops. The Contrasts book, I think it's from Lineup Publishing or whatever. That contrast book. And when I looked at the book, there's a hoodie version of the same cabled sweater, and I'm like, that's mine, I'm gonna make that. But anyway, they were super cool. I didn't want to hold everybody up. I bought some yarn. You guys, they had a cool vibe, and it was like me, so I had to. Oh, I have another destination yarn in here. Fingorn Forest. I wanted it on fingering. They only had it on DK. It's okay. I bought it anyway. Okay. All right. You guys know I like the crow. You've seen my yarn fired up. Devil's Night. My new favorite holiday. Okay. See that movie too many times. I have a friend. We've known each other since I was like 8. We can both quote the entire Crow movie. The entire thing. Without even looking at it. We can just start off and just... See? I have memory for stupid stuff. I know this is from a movie and I can't remember which movie it is, but that's okay because I love this. This is Relax, It's Just Magic. The blue, and it's dark and moody and wonderful. And oh, okay. And The Black Cat, Edgar Allan Poe, y'all. I even went to their website after I got this because I was like, I need all of the Poe collection because if you know me, the Edgar Allan Poe, Roger Corman movies are my favorites. I love them so much. But anyway, The Black Cat, Black Shuck, which is the goat, right? And Dead Ringer, which is also a movie, by the way. Dead Ringer. See? Totally my vibe, these people. Just, all right. Let's see. Flies and Hellhounds. I only saw one of these, but it's self-striping on the Marie Cutie base, which is 75% Corriedale and 25% nylon. And this was dyed for the movie Ragnarok. And I bought it because they dyed it for a movie, and it was the only self-striping I saw that they had on their booth. Yeah. Okay. Everything else in here, I think I bought. Ah, here we go. Mitchell wool for flock's sake. I was looking at their yarn, but I wasn't sure if it would be itchy to me or not, so I didn't want to risk it. They did have really nice yarn, but all of it was naturally dyed. But I bought some clothes. So I got, that'll block right out. And I got a giant hoodie because I needed to make sure the sleeves were long enough for me. For Flock's sake. Flock, yeah. Because I thought it was funny. So yeah, they had a lot of really punny things, which I thought was fun. But yeah, I just got a super giant sweatshirt and look how long the sleeves are. Look. Yes. So yeah, this is large. It's large. But that's okay. I mean, it's only a 2X, and you know, usually it's like 1X for me, but for a sweatshirt, because I like them loose. But it's 2X had sleeves that were long enough, so Okay. Is that it? That's it for Wool and Folk. Okay. Everything else is Rhinebeck. Well, Rhinebeck. Everything. Well, yeah, because they were in Rhinebeck. So yes, New York sheep and wool. And then I have one item that was from something else, but I will be right back because I need to log into work. Okay. Sorry, VPN was giving me trouble. Well, y'all can't tell. It's not like I paused and like walked away and left y'all on hold. Like for y'all, it's just gonna be blip, she's back. But anyway, there was a company, Chevis sent a group of us an email called Fabulous Yarn. They're in Tivoli, New York, and they were doing free goodie bags. Like you just sign up for it and stop by the shop and pick up a goodie bag. So I did that as well. Sorry, see, now I'm distracted because I'm also working. I don't care about that. Okay, cool. So I got my goodie bag. Contained within were this magazine. It's from 2017. Whatever, it's free. There's patterns in it. I'm okay with it. And it's simple. This hand lotion. Is this by the same people that make the wash? It looks the same. What's the name of that company? Soak, I think. I think it's the same people. But this is hand lotion. And the skein of yarn. And don't care about that either. This is t-shirt yarn, which I've never in my life used. There's a pattern on here for a honeycomb camera clutch by Tanis Gray. And this is Be Sweet. Made in South Africa. Oh, I didn't know that. But the cool thing, are they polka dots? Hearts. They're hearts. Okay. They're hearts. The little navy specks. They're hearts. So yeah, t-shirt yarn. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I guess I could make this camera clutch pattern, but I don't know what I would use it for. Maybe I'll make one of those, like a basket or something? Like a crochet basket? I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna use this for, but it's blue. So yes, and it was free. And while I was there, it's a really, really tiny little shop. Tivoli is so cute, but that's where I was going when all reception went out. And the lady at the yarn shop was like, yeah, we got nothing. Apparently they're switching towers or something. So in the meanwhile, while they do that for like the 5G or whatever, they keep losing reception. Fun. Thought I was gonna die because, you know, towers. But anyway, while I was there, she's checking me out for my goodie bag and this yarn snob. And I didn't realize when I bought this yarn, it's a kit. So I'm supposed to get a pattern. I have to email her because I haven't received the pattern, but it's on my phone. But it's the 100 Colors cowl if you see it online. So this is 200-gram skeins of yarn. So it's this colorful yarn and a black, but it's to make a cowl. And I actually really do like the cowl, so I'm probably going to use it to make that. But yeah, got this. They had another one. It was Color Splash shawl, I believe it's called, but she was out of the black one. But they were also running a special for like the weekend where everything was 30% off, and she said that once they get it back in stock, I just need to mention to her that they were out of stock during Rhinebeck weekend, and she will still give me the 30% discount if I want to buy it. Hopefully she won't be in stock for a while because I'm on a spending freeze. I might just buy the pattern and use my stash yarn to do it, but I thought it was really pretty. Anyway, so I got this hefty. But anyway, while she was checking me out for that yarn, there was a bag hanging up behind her. And yes, dear. Um, it's pricey. I will say that it's pricey. No wonder they didn't put the price tags on bags. And there was one in there. It was like this big, and it was like black monster fur. Like, so pretty. It was like a monster fur bag, and I almost bought it. But then I saw somebody at Woolen Folk that they did buy it. Same bag. But anyway, I bought this bag, and it's by Atenti. And I just thought it was really, really cute. It reminded me, I have a friend that was really into, they're not tarot. What are they called? It's like a Mexican, Loteria. I have a friend that was really into Loteria, and that reminded me of the cards that she had, like the art on them, and I had to buy it. And I think the reason this was so expensive, this is suede. And it's got really nice pockets and stuff on the inside. It's just a tote, but I just thought it was really cute, and it reminded me of a friend, which I guess we're still friends. We're more acquaintances now. We don't like talk or hang out anymore, and that was kind of my fault. It was a 3-friend group, and then I became best friends with one person, and she was mad at the other one, and so we just kind of didn't hang out with her as much anymore, and then we all grew apart. So yeah, stupid. But we're still friends. We just don't talk like that. So friends that became acquaintances, but we've known each other for like 20 years. 10. 20? Am I old? Oh, I'm old. We've known each other for 20 years. Yes. No way. 2000 and... No, 10 years. 10 years. 10 years. No, wait. I had to think about it. 15 years? I don't know. We've known each other forever, but we're more acquaintances than friends now, if that makes any sense. Y'all don't care. Just... But anyway, that's what I got at Fab. And then... Oh, I forgot that. I got that at Dragon Horde Yarn too. It's a little knit witch thing. Rhinebeck. New York Sheep and Wool. First thing I bought was this thing from Thread Maple, and it was stupid expensive, and the only reason I bought it is really freaking stupid, because the scissors were blue. I got the on-the-go kit. Hey Tammy, why don't you just go buy some blue scissors? Yeah. Have you met me? Okay. I don't even know what all's in here. I was just like, oh, blue. Just, they're blue. That's the only reason I bought it. All right, so there's scissors. There's needles. Okay, is that it? I paid $50 for scissors. Oh no, there's stitch marker. Okay, so I got some stitch markers and scissors for $50. Oh, good Lord. Okay, whatever. It's done now. Okay. My brain sometimes just impulsive. So expensive. Scissors, $50. I mean, it'll last forever. Well, not forever. Leather does fall apart, but I mean, whatever. Yes. I'm here. Oh, 1 second. I forgot to log into my Teams. Do you hate Teams as much as I do? Freaking hate Teams. I am here. Okay. Come on, log me in. I'm not offline. See? I'm right here. There, I'm busy doing some things. Okay. All right. I am working, technically. Okay, so Rhinebeck. Let's start with, I keep saying Rhinebeck. New York Sheep and Wool. Let's start off with where I wanted to go. Madder Root. My goal, like if I hadn't already bought the moon bag, originally I was like, I'll just buy it when I go to Rhinebeck because I knew they would be there. I'm so glad I didn't wait because people bum rushed their booth. Like there was like a crowd of people and they were like holding up traffic through the aisle. And one dude was like, what is going on in this booth? And the girl was like, I don't know. And I was like, they have really cool bags. And like the lady that was in the line, which was like way out here, was like, yeah, they do. And she like showed her bag and because she already had, and she was in line just to get into the booth. There were so many people like in there. It was like a can of sardines. It was ridiculous. I couldn't even get in. And then I was like, I'll come back later. And every time I went by there, it was like that. So I was like, when I go back on Sunday, because originally I wasn't going to go back on Sunday, but once I decided I was going to go back on Sunday because I want to see the dogs, I was like, I'll stop by there then. It'll be less people and maybe I can get in there. Dude, Sunday, everything's gone. Like they had like 10 t-shirts and I think a couple, like literally a handful of bags left. And they were like the little bags. Like the little, like the drawstring bags, like I was doing in my giveaways. Everything's gone. So anything I wanted to buy at Madder Root, gone. Because they had some like super giant bags, and I wanted to get like a laundry size bag, and I wanted to get one to put my yarn in, like, because I have a basket, but I've been putting fabric in it, and I just wanted to get one to put my yarn in on the other side, coordinate. No. So, I mean, it works out. Less money for me, but. And then I went to Bumblebee Acres, because of course I did. Because I wanted to see, like, on their, because I'm on their Patreon, they showed that they had some. Sorry, 1 second. I didn't do the rejects yesterday. Do that today. Open. Oh, she didn't even do it yet. Oh my God, this girl. What was I saying? Sorry. This is why I don't like working while I'm talking. Sorry. Work. And dogs. So yeah, fun. Anyway, what was I saying? Sorry, I got all messed up. Dogs and the working and the things. Bumblebee Acres. So I'm on their Patreon and they do like a sneak peek video of like, this is what we're taking to Rhinebeck. And they showed some Stephen King colorways that I didn't have yet. And one of them was the Pet Cemetery one. And I was like, yes, I can finally get it. So I was that person like doing like some derby moves, like get out of the way, get through the crowd. Like I literally, like I square up like I'm about to do roller derby. Like it's really funny. If you ever see me trying to get to a crowd like this, small, just gentle nudges. Get out of the way. So I did that to get to the Bumblebee Acres booth because I was like, I'm gonna get the Pet Cemetery colorway, and I'm gonna get the Salem's Lot colorway, and I'm gonna get this Lord of the Rings colorway. And yes, that was my goal. I had a plan. What happened was the lady was super nice about it. She's like, I'm so sorry. Like I mislabeled the yarn when I did the video. It wasn't the Pet Cemetery colorway. It was this colorway. And I was like, oh, I have that one. So, oh well. You would think in the video I would recognize that I already had the colorway that they showed, but it's okay. I did get the Salem's Lot colorway though. So, where is it? That's not it. Here it is. It's the Salem's Lot colorway. It looks yellow on here, but it's not. It's tan. And the gray. So yes, I got Salem's Lot colorway as I wanted. And did I get the Lord of the Rings one? I didn't. I ended up not liking the Lord of the Rings one in person. But I did get the Game of Thrones colorway that I wanted. This is the Iron Throne. Blue, gray, black, done. Got that. And then while I was in line, I saw these. One second. Fannie Mae Claim. I got that. I don't need that one. I don't reconcile that account. Thank you. This is Kiss of Death. They had some Halloween colorways, because I showed you guys I bought all those little minis for the Halloween colorways, but there were some of them I didn't know if I would like in person. And then this one I hadn't seen before. This is Spectres in the Graveyard. Isn't that super pretty? This one is the Butter Sock, which I've never had that base of theirs before. This is 70% superwash merino, 20% silk, 10% cashmere. Fancy, fancy. I don't know what I'm gonna use this for, but so pretty, I had to have it. And these are the coquette base that most of my sock sets from them are, and this is the squishy sock. Okay, so Bumblebee Acres. Alright. Work. Yep. Got it. Somebody's in that file. I can't open it right now. I can open the bank account though, I think, if she's not in that one. Why are you in my file, girl? Get out of it so I can do my stuffs. Perfect. Okay. And then the other people I wanted to see at New York Sheep and Wool was Brook Farms. Guess what? Remember this? If you've watched Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, remember this? Okay. All right, but seriously, remember this? Maryland Sheep and Wool, Brook Farms. What did I buy? Black sparkly rainbow yarn. Guess what she just spun last week and had 3 skeins of when I got there? Black sparkly rainbow yarn. And I hadn't made my cowl yet, and now I'm like, maybe I should make a black sparkly sweater, because this, oh my god, black sparkly rainbow yarn. Y'all don't understand. I was like, oh my god. It was like, she's like, I just spun that. I was like, that's nice. Like, my. I'm so happy. I like black yarn. What can I say? And sparkly rainbows. Sparkly rainbows. Okay. I'm done. So I bought that. And then one of the things I went there for was the Millens, because if you guys remember from Maryland Sheep and Wool, I bought Millens and they're like massive. So I was like, oh, I don't see any Millens. She's like, hold the phone. And then she brought out like this giant tub of Millens. And I only got 2. Bam. Yeah. Yeah. It's not on here. It says 260 yards, but it's not. It's like 500 and something yards. She told me, but I wasn't paying attention. I was just like, gimme. So these were $40, but there's literally like 500 yards in here. And it's not like, they're not like fingering weight. They're like sport DK. So that's pretty freaking hefty and priced well. So yes, I got the, and then, look at this one. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. I was very excited. Very excited. And I didn't get the other 2 I was looking at. It's okay. I was like, I will leave some for the rest of you. See, I got these. Now I have 3 Millens. Put those right there. I need a separate bin just for those. Then I got this one. And this is the Quo colorway. And this is BFL. I think these are BFL too. Right? Am I right? Yes. These are all BFL. It's really pretty. This is the darkest one they had. Like a lot of them were like super lavendery, and I wanted this one. So I got it. And I was gonna use it for my sorry, hang on. the Fossil Frenzy cowl. So I made, you guys are like, you already did that. I did, but I wanted to make opposite one. So with mine, I used my my Silver Bullet colorway and a dark blue skein of color changing yarn for the dinosaurs. But I want to do it reversed, where I use a light colored for the dinosaurs and then a color changing colorway for the background. So I'm thinking maybe this one. Yeah. I did go to Primrose Yarn Co. to look at the Homestead Sport because that's what I used for mine, and I like Homestead Sport. But people in there are rude. Not the Primrose people. They're nice. I like them. But the people that were shopping were really rude. And made me mad. So I just walked away, and I never made it back to the booth. And that was nothing against Primrose. Like, they weren't rude. The people that were shopping when I went by were rude, and it like put a bad taste in my mouth, and I didn't want to go back over there. Which whatever. Because the thing is, with the color changey yarns, kind of like Spin Cycle, the batches are different. So it's harder to shop for that yarn online because you may get a colorway you're like, eh. Like, I wanted the darker with the less yellow, and so that made me a little bit mad. But that's okay. I figure next time I go into the Maryland area, I'll just drive up there, and yeah. And then on Sunday, I went back to, I was going to go to Sleepy Hollow and just drive around and explore upstate New York, because I'd never been to upstate New York. I'd only been to the city. And the city. I finally went to the Natural History Museum. I'd never been to the New York Natural History Museum. I've finally been. It's freaking hot in there. I don't know if is something wrong with y'all's AC. I don't know what's going on. It was freaking hot and dark. Like, not dark on purpose, but dark like the lights went out and nobody fixed it. Like, it was dark and musty. And some of the displays were like super dusty. Like, I know it's a museum, but do y'all dust this shit? Like, but I finally saw dinosaurs. Dinosaurs were seen. It made me happy. That's all I really wanted to see. I love natural history museums in general, but I really went to the New York one just to see the dinosaurs. And I thought there was a woolly mammoth. Like, I saw the fossil skeleton of it, but I thought there was like a woolly mammoth, like with the fur and all in there, but I couldn't find it. And by the time I was like, I think I know where it is, my legs hurt real bad. So I was like, I'm leaving. So I left, and I don't think I'm going to go back. I don't need to go back. I wasn't thrilled with that particular natural history museum. I think I got spoiled, because I'm used to the Smithsonian. So I've been spoiled by how super clean it is in there and bright and light. And I've been spoiled by the museums that I'm used to. But dinosaurs, it's all dinosaurs. And oh my God, the terror, what's it called? The giant dinosaur they have, I have already forgotten what it's called. It's like the biggest dinosaur, super giant dinosaur. It's like a giant brontosaurus looking thing, but it's called something else. But it's, oh my God, it's so like one leg bone was my height, and it was so big. So I know dinosaurs are big, but oh my God, this one was just like, how did that thing not just fall over from its weight alone? Like, amazing. And then they had Steggy. Have I shown the thing, the Steggy? I think I just showed the little short video clip. So Steggy. So not like I'm doing this, like I'm doing it while I'm talking or whatever. Anyway, Stegosaurus. I'm confused by the Stegosaurus. Like, the way that the plates on the back looked like they weren't connected to nothing. So I'm wondering if is it like, are they connected to tendons or something? I was trying to figure out the connections, like trying to imagine this beast with like the muscles and tendons and stuff on it. And just, anyway, Rambling dinosaurs. Sorry, dinosaurs. I used to know like the names of dinosaurs and stuff because I was really into dinosaurs when I was a kid. I've forgotten all that shit. I forgot it all. I paid for the sharks exhibit. I'm glad it was cheap because there wasn't nothing much in there. I was not impressed with the shark exhibit. Like, I'd rather walk through the Baltimore Aquarium and look at the like sharks. Like, I wasn't impressed. But shark. So that was cool. That was really the only cool thing I saw while I was in there. And I was mad about that exhibit because I was like, I paid to go to this timed exhibit and like skipped all these other things I wanted to look at so I could make it on time to go through this exhibit. And that's it. So I was a little mad. But yeah, so when I got to New York, I went to the Natural History Museum and then I drove to the Rhinebeck area. Anyway, Sunday. So went off on a tangent. So I decided to go back on Sunday to look at the dogs. They weren't like Maryland Sheep and Wool had like the sheep dogs, like, and they did all the like the herding tricks and stuff. But New York Sheep and Wool had the trick dogs. So it was like dogs doing frisbee stunts and things. So cute. And they had pit bulls. They had pit bulls doing the little frisbee stunts. And oh my God, they had this one that had like the split face where it's like brown on one side, white on the other side. Cutest dog in the world. I wanted to take it home and it was doing like the frisbee tricks and it was so cute. It was so cute. I'm glad I went back to look at the dogs. But since I was there, I was like, I'll do one more walkthrough. Make sure I don't see nothing. I went back by Brook Farms just to see if they put out any more millings. They had not. I guess, Saturday was it. But they did have these skeins in a half off basket. And there were 4 of them. So I was like, okay. So I got these. They are merino, biodegradable nylon, 260 yards a piece. I don't know what I'm going to make with this, but, if I alternate skeins, they're very similar. I don't know. I have enough of this type of yarn from Brook. Maybe that's what I'll use to make a cardi. Like a stripy or a patchwork style cardigan or something. Thoughts? Anyway, so yes. And then, you guys are like, how much did you buy, lady? Dude, I got one last thing. That's it. To show. As I was leaving, like I realized like on Saturday between the barns, some people had some stands up. I hadn't gone through any of those. So I was like, I'll walk through there and see what's on the sides. Excuse me. So I did. And I went into this one booth and I was like, some of this yarn looks really cool. And then I saw this one yarn and I was like, literally, I was like, I need that. I need that in my life. And then I was like, what am I going to do with it? I need a sweater. I must make a sweater out of this yarn. And I was like, and she's like, you found what you wanted, huh? And I was like, yeah. I didn't look at the price. I didn't look at nothing. I was just like, I need a sweater quantity of this yarn right now. And you know what? You guys? Bag I made. I have already cast it on. Okay? And I don't even need as much as I bought. But I mean, technically, if I only make what the pattern's calling for, I might be able to get a tee out of this too. So a sweater and a tee? Yeah. Maybe a cowl too? Or a shawl, I don't know. It's called Harvest. It's by Cozy Colorworks. And I liked a lot of their yarn, so I'm gonna have to add them to the website or something. My little website stalking. I have a listing of websites that I stalk. So I'm gonna have to buy some more of their yarn once I'm off of my spending freeze. But it is Cozy Colorworks. And one of the cool things they do, and she's like, take as many as you want. And I was like, lady, I will literally take that entire bin, like the entire jar you have those in, if you give them to me. And she's like, do it. And I was like, just gonna take a couple. So they have little swatch samples. So it's enough yarn to make your swatch, so you're not using your main skein of yarn to make your swatch. Why doesn't everybody, well, I guess it is a kind of a pain in the ass to do these, but that's a fantastic idea. I feel like maybe if I start dyeing micros along with my full skeins, I can do something similar. You know, stealing ideas again. But I love the idea of swatch samples, because then like you give, and they were free. So you give these to people so they can see what the yarn works up like. And they're like, oh, I'm going to go back and buy that yarn, which was how my brain took it. But this is melted crayons. I have another one somewhere, but I don't know where I put it because it fell out of my thing. So I threw it somewhere in my suitcase and I haven't completely finished unpacking. Like I unpacked enough to do laundry and that's it. This is curfew. And this is harvest. I did not use my swatch to make my swatch for the sweater that I'm knitting because it was in here and I was in my room and I didn't feel like walking in here. So I just went ahead and used the yarn I had in my hand. You guys are like, can I see the real yarn? Okay. Look at it. Look at it. It's like this gorgeous golden wheat color and it's got like color streaks in it. Look at. Can you see? Can you see all the colors in it? I know there's yellow in here. It's okay. It's okay. But look at it. It's so pretty. And I was just like, I need to make a sweater out of this immediately. So I was gonna do the Cumulus. It's not the blouse, the Cumulus tee, and I was gonna make it long sleeved, and that was gonna be my sweater because I really want to make a V-neck sweater. But I was having a really hard time following that pattern, and my brain just wasn't having it. I couldn't wrap my head around the way it's written. Like the raglan stitches, I understood the make one left, make one right, blah, blah, and raglan stitch. But the separation of them with the stitch markers, and I'm used to separating my raglan stitches with a stitch marker, but the way the pattern is written, it was hard to tell, like, do you do the make one left after the stitch marker or before? But it just says knit to raglan stitch. And I'm like, but there's markers and I can't remember which stitch between the markers is the raglan. I got so confused. So I was like, this isn't working for me. And then I have a pattern from Melanie Berg that's I don't remember what it is, but it's a V-neck sweater. It's one of her newer patterns. It's a V-neck sweater and then it's got like a colorwork panel right here. I'm just using that pattern and not doing the colorwork panel. So I can just have a plain sweater with this yarn. Speaking of which, on Ravelry, if you're using the designer's pattern, but you're not using all of it, how do you credit the designer? Do you still put that that's the pattern you're using? Is there like a way to put, like, I know I can put in the notes, like modified pattern to exclude color work or whatever, but is there a way, like, is there another way to do it? Like, I'm only using part of this pattern to do, like, I'm using the bare bones of pattern to do a basic simple sweater and not doing any of the fancy stuff. Like, I don't know. Is there a special way to do that? Like, I still want to credit the designer because I am technically using her pattern. I'm just not using all of it. I don't know. But anyway. So yeah, I'm so excited. But if you want to see what it looks like in a cake, it's so pretty. It's so pretty and golden. It's so pretty. And it's just merino. It's 100% merino. And it's 550 yards per skein. 550. And it's 2-ply, so it's a little bit splitty, just a little bit. Because I mean, it's loose. You can see it's a loose spin. But I'm okay. I'm okay with it. It's fine. It's fine. Love it. Working on it. So soft. So freaking soft. And I'm still doing my Felix sweater. I'm still doing it. I am. I just went through for like an hour and repaired that sweater. Because what I've been doing, like, because I'm holding worsted and a lace weight. So the mohair lace weight. And I keep knitting the worsted and not catching the lace weight, so I had all these like loose strands of mohair in the back, so I just went through and like fixed all of them. Holding 2 strands sucks. But yeah, I mean, it's coming along. I figure I'll be splitting for sleeves by the weekend, because I'm not like I said, I brought this yarn home, was like, must find pattern and knit it immediately. So whatever. So yeah, I'm working on that. I started a sock on the plane to New York, and that's really all I knit on the entire weekend. And I'm just at the toe now. This is the Lost Souls colorway. And I could have finished the toe on the plane, but I fell asleep. So and I haven't touched it since I got home, because I was like, must knit this yarn into a sweater now. And yeah. And then what I'm gonna go do when I go back to work on the collar ribbing, because with the pattern I'm using, you knit the sweater flat and then you join it in the round, and then when you're done knitting and stuff, you go back and pick up stitches around the collar to do the ribbing. I'm gonna use this yarn from Explore Knits and Fibers to do the ribbing, because doesn't that look good together? Oh no, they look good together. Speaking of which, Allie from Explore Knits and Fibers was literally right in front of me the entire time I was on the hill, and I didn't recognize her because she had her shades on. Could have said hi to Allie from Explore Knits and Fibers. Who else did I see that I wanted to say hi to? Is it Juniper Moons? She was there. I saw Woolen Vine. I saw, who else did I see that I wanted to say hi to and didn't? Gigi. I didn't say hi to Gigi. I did go up to Adela. I was like, can I hug you? And I gave her a hug, but I wasn't like, can I take your picture? I'm like, I felt really uncomfortable. Like, can I be in a picture with you? Which people came up to me and asked to be in pictures, and I was like, yeah, cool. But for me, I was just like, I can't do it. So yeah, I saw her. I saw, what's his name? Vesuvius Crafts. I saw him a lot. And I just smiled at him. I was like, hey, and didn't speak. The lady at Black Pearl Magic, saw her. Delphina, like the lady that runs the Delphina, the bags that I bought at the thing, the Cake Palooza thing. I could have taken a picture with her. I didn't do it. Tristan, like I said, of Dragon Horde. Andrew Mowry. I was actually in line to meet Andrew Mowry, and I was like, I need to move. And because my legs were sore all weekend. I need to get in shape. But like so many people that I saw all weekend, and I was just too much of a chicken shit to go say hi to. But it's okay, because I think I would have been more overwhelmed if I'd been constantly like, hey, hey, hey. Like, can't do it. But yeah, that's the Rhinebeck haul. That's it. That's all I got. That was enough. And I need to get to work, and I will probably upload this on my lunch break, because I can't go play with my computer and do anything right now. Because I have to work. Probably not even going to edit it. Well, no, I have to edit it because I have to throw in the pictures from when I was doing this. So go back and do that. I'll do it on my lunch break. It's fine. Or after work. I don't know. This will get posted sometime today. Y'all don't know, because y'all won't see it until I actually do it. So I could post it next week. You would never know. Anyway. Oh, Cozy Colorworks sticker. Oh, it's cute. And they had free stitch markers, and she's like, take as many as you want. I was like, lady, come on. I have these little paw print. It's cute. And then I met a lady from Skein Yard Shop. apparently they have a podcast that I need to follow. Oh, I'm forgetting things. That wasn't it. Stacy Stanhope Dundon of Stratford House Pottery. How did I forget this? Look at it. Look at it. Look. Bam. Look how substantial this is. It's as big as my head. Look at that. Beautiful. Got this. Oh, and I did take a break from the peopling because I got overwhelmed, and I ended up sitting on a bench in Rhinebeck for like an hour. Might have been more than an hour. But I talked to the lady that designed this app. Didn't fit. And it's really like, she was really cool. And she's like, put all your enter in all your measurements and it spits out a thing, which I swear, I don't know if I've used this app before, if I used another app that did the same thing. I think there was another app that tried to do the same thing or something, but it didn't last for very long. But anyway, this is really cool. I haven't checked it out like literally yet, but I'm going to, but I like the idea of it. And I like that the little model thing on this paper isn't like super, super tiny. I think that's it. Oh, and the pottery people gave me a magnet. I'm so glad the pottery didn't break. It's a sheep. Because at one point, like the guy on the tram to get back to the parking lot, like took my bag and like shoved it like between the roof of the bus and like some other person's suitcase. And I was like, dude, I got pottery in there. If you break my shit. Sorry, cursing. But yeah, I was mad because I was like, if you break that mug, I got it all the way to Texas and you're about to break my mug. Like, I will hurt you. But it's so hefty. I love it. But I think that's it. Of purchases. Oh. I didn't buy this. Chevis had a little bit of a de-stash at the hotel. So I got a bag and I love poppies. So yeah. And poppies on the inside. It's like, you don't want this? Are you sure? And some stripy yarn. And some stripy yarn. So yeah, I got some stuff from Chevis. I think I got some stitch markers too. I got like some paw print acrylic stitch markers, but I don't know where I put them. I had so many stitch markers. I kind of threw them in like a tin somewhere. I don't know where they are. But yeah, that's it. Us, the New York everythings. And like I said, met so many people, probably forgot everybody's names or forgot to mention people. Had lots of people say hi to me. I had some people encourage me, like, keep doing your podcast. Like, we love you. But I was like, really? Me? But yes, thank you to everybody for being super, super nice. And it was really cool meeting you guys. I'm sorry I don't remember everybody's names. That's how I am. My brain, man. But it was really awesome. Would I do it again? Yeah. There's a lot of people on Saturday. And the people at Madder Root and Primrose Yarn Co. just pissed me off. And I have a hard enough time getting around crowds anyway. But dealing with those people that were like pushy and rude and just, I'm not used to that. Cause like one of the things I like about the fiber community is everybody's like been so super nice. Apparently not when you're shopping. So I was a little perturbed by those people. Maryland sheep, I think I prefer Maryland sheep and wool. I feel like it's an easier shopping experience. Maybe because it's all outside. Well, no, it wasn't all outside. They had barns too. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's smaller. I don't know. I felt like it was easier to shop at Maryland sheep and wool than it was at New York. Like New York's just too many damn people. It's too many people. But it's gorgeous there. Like, all right, so if New York sheep and wool was like in Texas or something, I wouldn't go. I think it's a combination of the weather, the trees, and just the area in general that make it worth it. Aquila, Lefty Nerd Podcast, got me the Brussels sprouts. They were really good. And Dorothy of Knit Not Weave got me the donuts because I was not getting in line for those donuts, y'all. I was not. So she shared a donut with me, and oh my God, they are good. They are good. Little doughy, but they're good. They're good. Here's my thing though. Have y'all never had apple cider donuts before, people at Rhinebeck? Like, other people make them. They're good because they're fresh. That's the thing. I honestly think it's because they're fresh. Like, anybody's apple cider donuts will be good if they're fresh. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. I would not, like, the donuts were good, but I would not stand in line for an hour for a donut. I'm sorry. It's not worth it to me. Even though they're good, just no. What else? Red Hook's real nice. The diner at the Red Hook Diner. Oh my God, they're fast. Their food's good. The Black Forest cake was, because I did buy some cake. And I was looking like, I legit was like, how expensive is it to live in this area of New York? Because I like the area. And like, I saw some artsy looking people, and I feel like I need to move to an artsy community. So I was checking out like house prices. Y'all, I want to move out of Texas so bad. I miss, like, every time I go back to the East Coast, I miss trees. Like, Texas has trees, but they're not like, they don't change colors and they're not pretty. And I'm allergic to Texas. Like, I can breathe when I go back to the East Coast, and it's wonderful. And I don't sound all nasally like I do when I'm here. And I want to sell my house and go. If I didn't have my dogs, it would be so much simpler, because I could just be like, oh, I'm just going to rent an apartment. Screw it. I'm just going to go. And I could just do it like that. But because of the dogs, I got to like find a yard and make sure there's space. And dogs. Used to be a cat person. Why not just stick with cats? Anyway, rambling. I need to work. Well, I am working, but I need to focus and work. So yes, I'm gonna go. That's the Rhinebeck haul and the stories and the things of the Rhinebecks. And yes, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I was this close to the grocery girls. Did I say hello? No. I think that's it though. I'm done. That's enough. Next episode, we will look at like other random acquisitions and yarn clubs and things like normal. There won't be any new acquisitions. Anything I show up like, hey, this is an acquisition. It's stuff that I pre-ordered. Or it's like part of a monthly club or something. But again, I'm going to go through all of my subscriptions and narrow some things down because yes, I've spent way too much money. This weekend. And then I came home to a $1,200 vet bill. Like, I knew I was going to have a vet bill. I was thinking maybe 5. I was not expecting 12. I was not expecting a $1,200 vet bill. And the rental car company was closed when I tried to drop the car off. So I was like, what do I do? And I called their customer service, and they're like, oh, take it to Avis and drop it off there. And that's fine. I did. And Budget charged me for an extra day's rental and said I didn't turn the car in until Monday at midnight. I was at home in Texas Monday at midnight, so that's literally impossible. I turned that car in at 5 a.m. on Monday. So, yeah, I'm not thrilled with Budget rental cars right now. I'm arguing with them to try to get my money back. Because like the minute I got into the Avis parking lot, the guy took the car. So it literally got turned in at 5 a.m. So I'm arguing with them now. I was like, do you need to see my plane ticket? Do you need proof that I was on a plane at that time? And then I turned the freaking car in because they charged me like $100 and something for not turning the car in on time. No, sir. So yeah, I'm not thrilled with them. I think that's everything for my trip. Not thrilled with the car rental place. Airports were good. Ginny's Country Manor is a very nice place to stay. It really reminded me of like back in the day in the 80s where my mom was really into like country cottage decor and everything was mauve and there were baskets and dried flowers everywhere. It's like that. It's very dated, but super clean, which you don't really expect. Like you expect when a place has that kind of vibe to it, to have like dust on things and things to be kind of like decrepit, but it wasn't. It was really clean and nice, and the owner was really friendly. I did not eat at the restaurant, but they have a breakfast thing or something, but I didn't go to that because I'm not really a breakfast person. And it was mostly quiet. Like there was some traffic noise, but other than that, it was a very nice place to stay. And if I go back to Rhinebeck next year, if I don't get like an Airbnb or something, I'll probably stay there again because they were relatively cheap. I think that's it. I'm trying to make sure I got everything out because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, and this. But I think that's everything for the Rhinebeck trip. Hung out with Chevis and Johnny Bo and Aquila and Jessica Biscuit and Dorothy and Teresa, Pretty Twisted Yarns, and Nitty Witch hung out with us for a little bit too, but I ended up having to go to bed because I was exhausted. So I didn't stay up long enough to like talk to her much. I was just too freaking tired. Yeah, it was a really good time. I had fun. I was not as overwhelmed as I thought I would be. Like, I think sitting on that bench and just hanging out under the trees and just knitting on my sock and like people watching for like an hour or two, I was sitting there for a long time, helped. Even on the hill when everybody was like meeting people and whatnot, I just kind of sat on my blanket. Was like, if people come over to me, cool. I met Anna from Circle of Stitches. Like, cause I wore my Day of the Dead sweater. And it's not handmade, it was store-bought. But a lot of people were like, oh my God, I love your sweater. And I was like, I did not make this. But Anna came over to ask me about my sweater. And I was like, holy crap, Circle of Stitches. And I got to hang out with her for a bit. And Bro from Homo Fiber Co. was there. And I hung out with her too. That was kind of cool. I have friends. Well, I don't have any local friends. I need local friends. Y'all all live too far away. I'm rambling. It's almost 9 o'clock. I gotta go. If it's already 9 o'clock, because I've been talking for 2 hours, oh my God, I'm sorry. Y'all expected that though, right? For the Rhinebeck haul episode, it was going to be long. Well, there you go. I'm going to go. I need to focus. Bye y'all.